morning, everybody. My apologies if you are seeing my toes, but I hope everyone's doing good. I decided yesterday that I think I'm gonna do another racing vlog. However, unlike the last one that I did, and thank you for everybody who watched that and left some kind comments on the Facebook page or in the West Texas Running Club amongst that, but this go around, this is a different race day. This is gonna be in Abilene, Texas for a Spartan DEKA Atlas race, which those are the other races that I've been doing for the past few years, since 2021 to be exact. This one's a strength-based race, so there's no running involved. And well, let me explain a little bit more when I'm on the road. I can't tell if I'm recording or not. These things are so... I wait for a noise. But as you can see now, the sun's out. I actually enjoy this drive. I know it's... West Texas does, you know, not exactly the most scenic place, but especially Lubbock and around that area. But when you get a little bit away from it, it does get more scenic. You see those out in the background. Being from New Mexico, where I'm living, I'm from Hobbs, but we have to go about 50 miles or so west of Hobbs, and then we can kind of see a bit of an outline. Because you know, Hobbs and Lubbock is notorious for being flat areas, so I just prefer seeing stuff out in the outline like that. All right, pit stop time. It's been about a little an hour and a half on the road, so almost there, almost there. Well, I finally arrived here in Abilene, Texas. People getting their coffee. First time coming here, so all right. I've always wanted to have one of these. These are collector's items though, and it will probably cost me a few $100 to get those. Also want some of these Stormtroopers. I got Vader already, but man, this one and this one, I would definitely love to have. So I just got done doing the tour. What I gotta do, and I ain't gonna lie, I think I may have bitten off a little bit more than I could chew. That's what's going through my mind right now, and so, but I drove all the way here, so I have got to do this, because man, this is gonna be tough. I'm dry scooping. Oh, that's something. Yes, ma'am. Oh gosh. Thank you, sir. Oh my God. I'm only 3 in. I'm done. Oh gosh. Come on. Oh God. Oh God. Forgive me. This is post. I might be doing a little pausing here, but that was the single hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, physically speaking. I had no idea that it was going to be that hard. I tried using these, and I think I was able to get through the first 3 zones, so to speak, but then the sweat was just going too much down my face into the glasses, so I took them off. I don't know if you're gonna see this. I don't know if I'm even gonna put this vlog up. I very well may. I very well may will not. See, I can't even talk. My shoulders are dead, my wrists are dead. I wanted to quit so bad. So bad. But I didn't, and I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm a little discombobulated right now. I'm good to drive, but I need some food. I need a little bit of reflection to really to conceptualize what I just did and accomplished. But oh my goodness. So give me a sec. All right, it's been over 24 hours since the DEKA ATLAS over in Abilene, and yeah, as you saw in the previous part, I was pretty discombobulated, but since then I got some sleep, got some good food in me, and I'm relaxed again. So the things you do for a nice new shiny metal, yeah, they really improved. I say improved, they're just upping the game, so you can take it out like that and create new little metals. It's like a metal within a metal. I think it's really well done. I have 2 of these now for the 2026 season, but I earned that one for sure. What else to say? I still stand by what I said about it being the most physically taxing thing I've ever had to do in my life. It was. I don't like to speak in hyperbole. I know that that's sort of the in thing right now with fitness influencers, politicians, etc. But when I say that it was the most physically taxing thing I've ever had to do in my life, it was. And I remember sitting in my truck when I got in, because I was pretty discombobulated, delirious, and you know, and the phrase "reset the bar" kept echoing in my head, and I truly was just in a very mental spot. I didn't even get anything to eat when I left Abilene. I did stop at a Flying J, got a Lenny and Larry's cookie and a 0 sugar Gatorade, and I took off. I was just so ready to be back home and just get out of there, because I was just shot mentally and physically. And before I continue further, I just want to say thank you to the Performance Lab, the coaches there, the volunteers who helped get me through that. That was phenomenal with what they've done. They're one of the few gyms here in West Texas and in the Panhandle, along with Hit for Fit in Midland, Texas, that have been consistent with hosting DEKA events. And I can't applaud them more for continuing that tradition since 2021, the inception of DEKA, Spartan DEKA. So this is what I had to do. I'm gonna hold it up there for a little bit so you can look at it, but I had 10 zones, 10 different exercises, and I had 30 minutes to complete all of these. And I did it at 27:15, I believe, 27:15, I'll check here in a second. But you can see how many reps I had to do, how many meters I had to do. that, I will tell you right now, I did not train properly for this event. But with that being said, I was physically capable of finishing it. And that is something I got to give myself credit for that. I didn't beat myself up too much yesterday. I say too much, not really at all. I did what I did. I know where I could get better at. My shoulders are pretty sore today, but like my wrist strength can definitely be worked upon. And I have been working on that, but I guess I still got some ways to go, or maybe I slacked off, maybe both. But when you do activities like that, you're able to know where your strengths are at and know where your weaknesses are at. So like for instance, the jump rope portion of it, which was probably the only form of cardio in this entire thing. I know there's some people that don't consider jump rope cardio, but you know, to each their own. That was easy. The sit-ups was easy because I had been focusing on core strength as of late. The dumbbell bear crawl was easy, but at that point in time I was gassed. So I can't, you know, as I look over this again, what really got me though, and you saw in the video, was the barbell thruster. I did not train with that 95 pounds. I thought it was 55 pounds. And so that was on me. That was on me on not properly just looking at the numbers and just kind of skimming through it. So my preparation for this event was not great, but you live and you learn. You live and you learn. And obviously I set a new standard physically on what I can do. There was only 6 of us that signed up for this event, 6 of us. And this gym of the individuals that go to the performance lab, there's some hosses over there and some hoss, what's the girl version of hosses? They were there too. They did a great job. They always have. My judge, if you will, she was outstanding in pushing me through and getting me through the whole process. So I thank her. I didn't catch your name, but if you do see this, thank you very much for getting me through that and talking to me afterwards and just hearing me out and listening to me. I don't regret going. I really don't. I knew that I bit off more than I could chew, but I had to see it through. And that is life. There are moments that you can walk away, and that's okay. And then there are moments that you can't walk away. You have to see it through. And so I took that moment as something I couldn't walk away from, no matter how much I wanted to. So there's a silver lining in that. There's a lesson in that. At least that's my approach to it. And if you were to ask me right now, James, are you going to do another DEKA ATLAS? I would tell you right now, I will not. The direction and the vision that I'm going with my overall health and wellness is contrarian to what I would have to do to get better at this. And my last weigh-in, I was 195. I'm trying to get down to 180 and to stay in between the 180 to 190 region basically for the rest of my life for a variety of reasons that I'll get into in the future. But my strength is still there. I was able to push that weight and get those reps in. Was the form the greatest? Absolutely not, especially with the sandbag thing, the 100 pounds. That, I had to do that 10 times. I had to pick it up, drop it, okay, pick it up, walk with it, come back, drop it, pick it up again. I had to do that 10 times. That I sacrificed a lot of form for, and I'm very grateful and very fortunate that I didn't pull a muscle, that I didn't get myself injured, because I did sacrifice form. And that's on me. However, you know, my shoulders are sore, my legs aren't too sore, my left wrist here it's getting better, but like gripping stuff right now isn't exactly the funnest part. So it was an experience. It was an experience that once again, I learned a lot about myself in that environment, in that event, in doing something like that. It's not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that kind of stuff. And the other individuals in there, Leo, he's one of the coaches over at Performance Lab. He absolutely crushed it. Shout out to him and his staff. They were great volunteers. They were great judges. A great support system over there. I've always enjoyed getting to, you know, about once or twice a year seeing them and competing with him alongside him, against him and all that, but he absolutely crushed it, and along with the other competitors there. So all in all, I was hoping to get more footage of it via the glasses, but I'm telling you, I was just absolutely mentally and physically gassed. So that was the last thing on my mind, was trying to keep those meta glasses going. So, but all in all, I appreciate y'all watching, tuning into this. I encourage y'all to get into hybrid fitness racing, whether it be through Spartan DEKA, doing a DEKA Strong, DEKA Mild, DEKA Fit, DEKA Ultra, or a DEKA Atlas. High Rocks is the other big one right now that is going and basically sweeping the fitness world. So give it a shot. It's you never know until you try, right? So that's all I got for you for this vlog. I am going to continue to chill out. It is Sunday. I need the rest, and I just need to continue to decompress. So y'all take it easy. Adios.